Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's dive right into it. Today, what we're going to be showing and demonstrating is the new feature in Studio One 7 for stem separation. Really simple, really easy, but I want to test it out, see how it does, see how it sounds. And so what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a track that I just recently released called Burn For You, featuring Sid Carter. Link is in the description. But we're going to use that. I wanted to use it because I feel like it has all of the elements of a song that if you're testing the stem separation is going to see. You got, your drums, you've got your bass, you've got your vocals, and quite a few vocals that have been stacked. And then you got everything else. And so we're going to test that out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by just dragging in the song. This is the wave mastered version of it. So not sure if that makes a difference or not, but that's what we have today. So we got the drug in right now. It's pretty simple. I'm sure they have some shortcuts, but I hadn't created any shortcuts just yet. And so it's really easy. Once you're in the session, you've drug it in. You have the song here. I'm going to play it just so you can hear what it sounds like. So if you can hear, you got the drums, you've got the keys, you got the vocal effect going on in the background, got the transition effect coming in right there, the sweet vocals. Shout out to Sid Carter.
Woke up this morning. I know you promised
your bass come in right there. So you got an idea of what the song is. Now let's take a look and see how the stem separation works and how good it is. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna click on the file on the track. You're gonna right click. You're gonna come down here to audio and then stem separation, or separate stems, excuse me. So it shows here that the hotkey or the quick key is Control U. That's set up specifically for me though, because I have a different preset, and I've pretty much customized all of my my shortcut keys. And so anyway, you're gonna just click on that. So again, right click, audio, separate stems, select that. Now I have the choice. What do I want to separate? Do I just want to separate the vocals, the drums, the bass, or other, which is going to be all of your everything else, pretty much your synths, your keys, if you have guitar, things like that. Okay. All of your effects and stuff like that. And so I want to do all of them. Okay. And so I'm going to select all of those, make sure all of those are checked, and I'm going to hit OK. And it's operating. My system is pretty fast. I have a pretty solid computer build here, and I am working on Windows, as you can tell. But I mean, this is pretty fast. It's not even, real time. I mean, it's operating much faster than actual real time, as you can see. And so, I've tried some other stem separations, and it took quite a while. I mean, 5, 6, 7, some I think were like 10 or 15 minutes to separate. And it's not like it's giving you more. It's separating just the 4 things, and it just takes forever. So, this is pretty fast, and we'll just see how good and how accurate, how well it separates the stems. Okay, so that's done. And as you can see, it already set up a folder, a track folder with those 4 separated in it. Okay, and so I'm going to go up here. It already muted this. It muted the track. It muted the actual file. It didn't mute the track. And so as you can see right here, if I want to unmute that, I could just unmute it, but I'm going to keep it muted for now for the sake of this video. because I don't need that track. Okay, so as you can see, again, it's already set up your folder, and then you have the 4 tracks underneath it. Here you have the vocals as the first one. The second one, you have the drums. The third one, you have the bass. Looks pretty good based on where the bass comes in and out of the track, and I know. And then you have everything else, the others. Okay, so we're gonna go through these one by one and see what they sound like. So let's start with the vocals. I'll actually just solo this instead. All right. That's not really a vocal. Let's see what it does here. Okay.
Burn for you, burn for you. Every day I wake, gotta burn for you. Yearn for you, yearn for you. Every day I wake, gotta yearn for you. Burn for you, burn for you. Every day I wake, gotta burn for you. Yearn for you, yearn for you. Every day I wake, gotta yearn for you. Yeah. Woke up this morning, I know you promised joy comes
So
when
it
it's
sounds pretty
dawning.
solid.
I shed a tear for that one super morning.
Sounds solid. You can tell that it's picking up some of those drums and some of those transition effects like that sweep and reverse cymbal and stuff like that.
I know you promised joy comes when it's dawning. I shed a tear for that one super morning. I shed my sin cause the harmony of.
But depending on what you're using this for, depending on the use and how you're wanting to apply this in your production, I mean, there's other things that you can do with just that vocal track alone, just to kind of clean it up. But I think that's, you know, pretty good work compared to others that I've heard. Let's see what the drums sound like. Sounds pretty good, straightforward. Got your kick, your snare, your bongos, congos, drum roll right there. It's dope drums, if I may say so myself. Okay, got the little drum roll in there. I want to see what this section is over here, right here. See what that is and hear that. Okay, so I picked up those shakers. That's good. Pretty good for the drums. Shoot, man, like, to me that's exciting because, shoot, you could take, you know, imagine that was a track that wasn't my own. Obviously I have the files to that drum track, but shoot, man, just for creating new drum loops and stuff like that, like ripping them from different stuff, beats and stuff or tracks that you like, man, that's pretty good. Let's go to the bass and see how that sounds. You can tell it's still picking up some of those other, some sounds from those other instruments. Tell it picked up a little bit of that drum roll right there at that part. I mean, it doesn't sound exactly like the bass sounds, but you know, you get a gist of what it is. The cool thing about Studio One is that I can actually take that and I can change those audio, that audio file into MIDI files. And so even if I just use it in that capacity where, you know, I'm stripping the stems from a song, I get the bass and I just want to, you know, use that bass and I can create my own bass line from it, whether I change a few notes or I keep the same notes and just change the instrument by converting it to MIDI. So let's see what others sounds like. We'll just start from the top, see what others would have picked up with everything else. See, there goes that vocal that it picked up that it should have had in the vocals. Vocal effect. got those keys, still picking up the shaker and a little bit of the drums, but got that drum picking up some of those vocals. Picking up those horns. Still picking up some of those vocals and drums, but I mean that's you know, fairly decent. Now what I wanted to do is I want to test it. If they're all playing together, what does it sound like compared to the original? And so I'm gonna unmute that original, at least the file. I'm gonna mute the track. I'm gonna play all of these. Actually, I'm gonna start the opposite way. I'm gonna play the original first. I'm gonna play the original first, and then we're gonna come back and listen to all of the other stuff and see how it compares. I'm gonna start up here a little further.
Healing bread for your children. I know you hit the distance you've been feeling. I know you wanna show yourself in your glory. I know you give revelation through his stories. So I meditate, pray, then the fruit start to vegetate. Stay attached to the vine till I levitate, till I'm seated and clear.
Okay, so we're gonna mute that. We're gonna unmute these and see how it all sounds together.
Healing bread for your children.
Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Like that, boom.
Healing bread for your children. I know you hit the distance you've been feeling. I know you wanna show yourself in your glory. I know you give revelation through his stories. So I meditate, pray, then the fruit start to vegetate. Stay attached to the vine till I levitate, till I'm seated in places as heavenly.
That's pretty dope. You know, just I don't even know the right way to put it. It's just weird that, you know, even how it breaks down the stems. If you listen to the stems individually, it sounds like things are out of place, but when you play it all together, everything is in place. So it's pretty dope. So we'll go to a later part in the song just to see if there's any difference, but here we go. Playing the original now.
Every time when I think back on it, it ain't by my works, it's your grace, can't flaunt it. It ain't on my own, it's your fire that's refining. The enemy was into me, the lies that was blinded. Open up my eyes, saw the lamb and the lion, the Judah.
Yeah, okay. Now let's listen to the stems all together.
Every time when I think back on it, it ain't by my works, it's your grace, can't flaunt it. It ain't on my own, it's your fire that's refining. The enemy was into me, the lies that was blinded. Open up my eyes, saw the lamb and the lion, the Judah. This praise is the way I maneuver my tutor. The spirit got me preaching.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope. One more part. Let me get to this other part. All right, here we go.
Every day I wake up, I yearn for you.
I'm for the Lord of Fuego. 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 I'm for the Lord of.
So let's mute the original, and then we're just gonna listen to these vocals to see how they picked up.
I wake up, I yearn for you.
I'm for the Lord of Fuego. 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 I'm for the Lord of.
You can hear that. Not only is it just picking up the lead vocal, but it's also trying to distinguish the difference between some of the other elements in the song and the delay that's on the vocal.
I wake up, I yearn for you.
I'm for the Lord of Fuego. I'm for the Lord of Fuego. I'm for the Lord of Fuego. I'm for the.
So let's listen to them all.
I wake up, I yearn for you.
I'm for the Lord of Fuego. 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 I'm for the Lord of Fuego.
So that's it, people, man. I hope y'all learned something from this, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and shoot, man. I'll keep giving y'all more content. Trying to help y'all out understand this music production stuff, man. Appreciate y'all.
For the Lord of Fuego, for the Lord of Fuego,
burn for you, burn for you.